Hi everyone, this is Daria from meshbodyaddicts.com, and today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Bento. Now I've had a lot of questions come to me about Project Bento, what it is, how it works, what it means, and I know that by now you may have some idea generally what it means, generally what it is. It has something to do with expressions and fingers, right? Well, there's a bit more to it than that, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Now, Bento hasn't been released yet. The reason for that is that there's still, my mouse won't stop showing that. But yes, I am in a DAD design skybox. The reason it hasn't been released yet is that it takes a lot of work to be able to preserve the bone structure of the SL avatar while adding extra bones. And believe me, we want them to take their time with this because getting it wrong is just not an option. It could mean that your existing clothes don't fit properly. It could mean a whole lot of things. So we definitely don't want that. Now, I'm wearing two different Bento enabled items today. I'm wearing the Bento hands from Vista Animations, and I'm also wearing Katwa's Katcha mesh head with a Glamour Fair skin and a Glamour Fair shape. Now, one thing to be aware of is that with Bento, a lot of things that we've kind of forgotten how to do come back into play. Such as creating a shape, creating our facial look, and even simple things such as I completely forgot that eyebrow shapers would be relevant again now, and I couldn't work out why my eyebrows looked so strange for a while. So there's a whole lot of things that come into play. Oh look, I've done a terrible job with my hair base there, forgive that. So let's get into the crux of it. What is Bento? Bento is the addition of bones to the SL avatar. Now, I know that sounds a little bit foreign, so I'm going to show it to you in the best way I can think of, which is in Blender. This is the program that designers use to create items, to create clothing, hair, mesh heads themselves, mesh bodies, all sorts of things. Blender is just one of those tools. There are a lot of other tools. Blender and Maya would be the most common. I use both. More recently I've been using Maya, so I'm going to try to not forget how to use Blender. But what we're looking at right now is the Avastar skeleton. Now, Avastar is a fantastic tool. If you're looking to start designing, I highly recommend looking it up. If you're looking to start designing and you want to use Maya instead, I highly recommend Maya Star as well. They're different people, different products, but they are both fantastic for this sort of thing. Now, what we're looking at right here is Ruth. Ruth, the sexy beast, and you can tell by that goofy look. She is all kinds of hot right now. This is the SL avatar. This is it in its basic form, its default form. It's Ruth. And this is the female one, obviously, but the male one doesn't look too different. Now, underneath our avatars, we have bones. We have these bones here, which I can click on. Now, to start with, let me toggle that, the basic bones. So the basic bones are there for structure, and they are no different to, I suppose, your normal bones in real life. They move. They move your body around. That is the stick figure that hides underneath your body. Okay? Now, in addition to this stick figure, more recently, so the stick figure's now become blue in case you've lost it, that's the basic stick figure. These red, what they are the sliders, is the easiest way to think of it. We call them collision volume bones and blah, 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 but don't worry about that. They are the sliders. And these are what we rig to when we make fit mesh, because obviously when you add body fat, then you're going to have the body volume increase, and it's these red bones that are kind of thrown around the place that control that. So these are what we rig to make sure items move properly with the bones. Now for mesh bodies, they have all different kinds of weights to this, but we won't get that advanced into it. This is just an explanation. So if we take away all of those collision volume bones and we just go back to basics, what do we have? Well, we have the basic SL bones. The basic SL bones, obviously, legs, shoulders, knees and toes. No, not toes, stick. But we can see the hands, for example, it's just a stick. So there are no finger bones. We have the mesh body, or the system body rather, shape, but that is just attached to a stick. It all ends at a stick. So as far as creators go, if we want to animate, for example, you can really only do that. And the same goes with the head. So we have some different movement abilities up here, head this way, that way, do a little bit of a yes and no. And we have eyes. So this is where eyes are attached to, typically. Now they can get some movement in them. Obviously I don't really have eyes in there, so I can't show you that, but you can get some eye movement, but that's about it. That's all it is. Down at the feet, we have sticks and some really sexy Ruth feet. That is it. That's all we've got. That's life. Now Bento. What does Bento change about all of this? Well, this is Bento. Yeah. Now, you can quite easily look at these two and go, well, holy crap, they have thrown a whole lot of new stuff in there. And yes, they have. So if I put as a comparison this one and I put our skin weights back on, and then we go over here, you can see it just goes bam. Bones galore. We have bones. We have more collision volumes. We have more movement. Not in the feet, they don't have toes. I mean, really, you wouldn't really want to do much with your toes except wiggle them maybe. But look, we've got fingers. Yeah, fingers. Yeah, I'm really mature. So, we have finger bones. We have wings. That's what these are back here. And they're just sticks here because they're just bones, but I could create wings and rig them to that and then animate these to do all sorts of things. Fun, right? Tail. We have some tail bones. We have all sorts of stuff going on. And it is really so exciting. Now, the skeleton here isn't 100% perfect, so forgive that. But this is as a demonstration to show you all of the possibilities that are coming with Bento and just why it is so complicated. So we've gone from a head that had two sticks as eyes to a head that looks like this. That is where all of this exciting new stuff is coming in. And that then gives us a lot more that then gives us a lot more possibilities for animation. We can create animation for heads. We can create mesh heads and then animate them using this system, which, to give you a little bit of oversight, I suppose, in the past, if you created a mesh head, and let's just pretend Ruth's head is mesh, to create an animation, you would basically be making almost a frame by frame to make that happen. So instead of wearing one mesh head, you're actually wearing 6, and they're all in different poses and all sorts of stuff. What this means is that the SL system will now recognize just a simple animation file. A simple animation file that I could record myself doing this awkward movement, record that, upload it, and then it will just do it. I don't need to do anything else. Other than have my mesh head properly rigged, obviously. But, so simple-wise, or I suppose as simplistically as I can explain it, and believe me, I'm not the be-all and end-all of understanding this by any means. These are some of the things that we can do. We can get that's a bit awkward, we can get so much movement. We can wiggle noses and pull cheeks, and that's what is going to give these mesh head creators the ability to give you a customized mesh head, in the sense that the head will have a base and we can then adjust it. So that is Bento, or at least part 1 of Bento. There is going to be a lot of changes, there are going to be a lot of developments, and there's a lot more to learn about it. But in a nutshell, and I wanted to try and keep this video at 10 minutes, that is the basic understanding of Bento and how it works. From here, what I'll start doing is looking at some different Bento heads that are coming out. some common problems that are coming up with Bento, and also some of the really exciting new stuff that we're going to start seeing. So stick with me, and I will have, I suppose, Bento version 2 video up next. Thanks, guys. Bye.